Like, I got my mathematics and alphabets, but it's always peace to, build on them. And keep going over.
That's what I told God. When he got, here's what I told you. I gave the mathematics and alphabet. I said, find your own definitions for the mathematics. When you come back, give it to me, I'll check it out, and then I'll hit you with what I got. He came out with some excellent definitions on his own that coincides just about 95% with what I gave you. And you see that, right? But that's basically, see no matter whether you're 80, blind, crippled, crazy, like they say, we taught you all with the mathematics and the alphabets. Because you could be, you go to a person in the streets, 50 years old, and ask them, what is one? What does the number one mean? They can't tell you. They'll say, it's an amount. It's the amount of things I have, 1, 2, 3. But what does they mean? Why are they in that order? Every number, every numeral got a meaning. The number is actually the thing that you talk about. You got one apple, the number is the apple, that's the number. The numeral is the symbol that represents that number. So we're dealing with numerals from 1 to 9. 1 to 9 completes a cipher, 0. In arithmetic, they tell you 1 to 10. When you understand mathematics, you see why it's 1 to 10. Because you go from 1 to 9 to complete one, what? Circle. Yeah. A circle is a what? Cipher, right? So when you complete one cipher, what's that? 10. What does 10 mean? One cipher. If you complete 2 ciphers, 20.
Yeah.
So 20 means you completed 2 ciphers. 200 means you completed 20 ciphers. Right? But what is a cipher? Everything goes from 1 to 9. What's the process of the baby being born? 9 months. Correct?
Yeah.
That's basically the proper time. Right? 9 months. Knowledge to born. The baby starts at knowledge with that one thing. What is that? That's sperm. That's what he starts off. That's knowledge. That knowledge goes to 2, which is who? The woman. Right?
Yeah.
3 is the stand, which is the cream that rises to the top. The cream is yours. The knowledge is where it came from. The wisdom of where it got to. But the understanding is what it becomes. Me and you can read the same book, but I'm going to see it differently than you. Me and you all got sperms, and all them women got eggs. But your sperm is going to be planted in that woman. That's your knowledge going into that wisdom to produce your what? Understanding, or your what? Child. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, order of life. Man, woman, and child. And the child what? Grows and develops, right? It develops a culture, a pattern, a way it does things. It eats the food of the mother. The baby starts developing limbs and legs, and then he starts kicking in her womb. She feels the kicking. That's his power. Then he cause her womb to expand, meaning he's showing his equality. Now I'm here. I'm equal to you, and I'm making myself known. Boom, you start blowing up, girl. You're getting big. See what I'm saying? And from there, he starts adding on. Adding on. 8 is build, which means to add on. I mean, he's adding on toes, fingers, all the different parts of his body, his lungs, his kidney, his liver. All these things adding on to make him what? Ready to be what? Born. And when he's born what? Complete. From 1 to 9. That's dealing with life. But now they're dealing with children. 1 is knowledge. Why? Because the most important thing to you in life is knowledge. I don't care how old you are. You're a kid, you want to ride a bike. How do you ride a bike? You have to what? Know how to ride a bike. Right? Knowledge. Anything you want to do, handball, basketball, dealing with fun, recreation. Anything you want to do, you have to know how to do it. That's why knowledge is first. Doing it is wisdom. Meaning you wise now. I know how to apply this that I learned. I'm going to try it. You try it, you apply it, you use the right judgment doing what you're doing, and then you finally say, oh, I got it now. Now you understand.
Yeah.
Now you ain't got to think about riding a bike, you get a bike to ride it because now it's part of your culture. Then the way you live is part of what you do each and every day. That's what your culture is, your way of life. Now when you lived at a certain period of time, your way of life, you got acquired power. It's a little more strength in you now. You walk with more ease because you're more intelligent now. You can do things that you couldn't do before. Why? Because you've been living it, your culture. It enables you to have this power. But the real power you got is that now you can teach other people what you just learned. You can share with others that what you have. You can bring them up to where you at. That's equality. Don't mean if I got an apple, I got to give you half my apple. No, I can show you how I got the apple, and you get your own apple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's equality, to teach, to share, to bring someone up. Equality means having the same rights, the same status, the same privileges as someone else. So you give the person the same ability that you have. That's equality, right? That's how you prove that you are a God. God is man. That's what a man does. A man looks out for others. Anything less or below him, he brings them up to him. He don't rule them or dominate them. He makes them what? Equal to him. Equality to what? God. You bring that equality up to 7. You make him like you. Right? When you teach a person to acknowledge yourself, you bring them up to your level. This is how I see it. I want you to see how I see it. You coming from this world. You might come from whatever religion you coming from, whatever concept or theories in life you got, you coming from that. But I'm bringing you into this. Why? Because I feel this is us. That was them. Them is not us. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect to all the prophets, they didn't come to teach us. If Jesus ever existed, there's no proof physically that Jesus ever existed. But if he did exist, he didn't come to us. The Israelites did not come to us. They did not come from us. They were taught by us. Because when the Hyksos, which we call Asiatics, not like all us is Asiatic, but Asiatic, desert dwellers, nomads, they conquered Egypt. And they called Egypt, which is Lower Kemet. This is, in ancient times, right? All this was Kemet, Kush, all this. India was a colony of Kush. All this was part of what they call Ethiopia. It's not really Ethiopia, that's what they call it now. All this is part of that empire. Scotland, Ireland were colonies of these people, these blacks, what they call Kemet. Now, this is called Upper Kemet, Lower Kemet, even though it's on top. This is called Upper Kemet. No, hold on. This is called Lower Kemet, it's on the bottom, on the map. This is called Upper Kemet. This is called Lower Kemet, even though it's on top on the map. This is called Upper Kemet, even though it's on bottom on the map. Which makes you wonder, is the map the way it's supposed to be? Now the map is actually upside down, right?
Yeah.
When you turn it around, you'll see that what? That is Upper Kemet. And this is lower. Even though it's like opposite that on that map, what if this map is not correct? Who made this map? White folks. Who named Egypt, Egypt? Ethiopia, Ethiopia. White folks. Who named the North Pole, the North Pole? Who named the South Pole? You know any Africans that named it that? No. White folks. But according to this map, if a child look at this map, who on top? White folks. Europe is on top. Russia is on top. Who on the bottom? South America, Africa.
If Mecca did this.